Morning all, well this is the operation build a splash screen for the old chap's Orkney 23. Obviously Orkney don't make a splash screen for them, so we've got to adapt and build one basically. Alright, we could have built a mould, but that'd take forever and a day and a lot of polishing and a lot of waxing and a lot of hassle. So we're going to do it the cheap, easy, quick way. Luckily we managed to get a fly bridge screen off a Wilson flyer, and that's wide enough for the boat, but obviously that ain't tall enough. So what we've done, we're on this front edge there was a lip, we cut the lip off and we ground it up 3 inches to get rid of the gel coat. Obviously we're going to lay up on that. What we've done is made up a mould, what's that, a plywood, and I'll plastic it and taped it. That's a bit, that doesn't look the neatest, and it never will be a shop front, but it's commercial fishing boat at the end of the day, not a gin palace. You can see there, you see all the ply laid up, and obviously I've overlapped it by 3 inches. I'm going to put a 2-inch lip on there and we're going to bolt it on. You can see the ply all the way around. Obviously that's got a lip on there, and we've followed the ply with another lip going down, and same on the other side. You see there, so we're going to follow that lip round. Oh, it's not going to be the neatest, but there you go. Right round the corners, it's hard to get it right tight. So, but that doesn't matter because we're going to put an extra couple of layers on the corners to give it a bit more strength. So obviously we raised it up quite a bit. In the central section there, we cut a bit of plastic tube and screwed on so it get that same sort of ridge up it. And on the inside you can see all the back of the ply with all the clamps and bits and pieces to hold it in position. Well, the next job is to glass it up. Alright, that look a bit tatty and it ain't to be perfect, but that'll do the job. Well, it's quite tall. Obviously when we bought it, there's a crack in the back there where the old chap's ground that out, and we're going to repair that as well. So we'll get there, but at least we'll have a decent screen to get out of the weather. That's what really matters. Well, if you look at it, I think that'll look alright when it's done. That's practical. Alright, it's not going to be perfectly smooth and lovely. If I got loads of formica and made all up a mould and everything, yeah, we probably could have got it a lot better. But that's a commercial fishing boat at the end of the day. It's got to be practical. So, and I got to cut all the glass, matting, and lay it all up. The old chap's still got a barrel of resin and all the gear from when we done the floor. So obviously last year, if you look, I've got all the videos of how we rebuilt this floor. Because obviously we cut all the ribs out of it, all the stringers, and we built it from scratch. That's what it's still nice and white and clean inside. Well, firstly we want to form the flanged lip where we're going to bolt it on the boat. So what I've done, we've cut this, so there's 2 inches on the boat and then 1 inch going up. Obviously that's been torn, so you get a feathered edge, so when you lay up above it you don't see the line, but obviously this edge doesn't matter. So we're going to lay one layer 2 inches out, inch up, and then another layer 2 inches out, 2 inches up. We've got 3 or 4 layers on there, and then work off that. Well, I put it all the way around the boat to form the lip. 3-inch bit, one side cut, the other one torn, and that's just the start. Obviously go inside the little lip, go up on the formed edge, all the way around. Oh, that bit just fell off. But I'm going to mix up the resin, 2% catalyst, and lay that up. So I'm now just laying this up, just the first layer. Just putting it firstly on that crease, just to wet the crease out first. Easy enough to do. I'm slapping it on a bit, because obviously once you slap it on the crease it'll then wick out and go through the rest of the mat. I'll just leave that to wet out, and I'll go back to the other side. all you're trying to do is get rid of all the air out of it. You can tell when the air's gone because that goes translucent. See, it's all translucent, so it's looking pretty good. I'll go over it again, but I'm happy with that as a start. Well, that's so warm, that glass has gone off ever so quickly. I've only done one layer across there. You see it's gone pretty translucent all the way around. I really like to lay it in 2 layers at a time, but I'm only doing 2% catalyst and that's got a pot life for less than 10 minutes. But that gives you an idea roughly what we're doing. I'm now just doing the second layer, wetting that out. I always wet the crease first, the fold. I always do the crease first and do the rest after, because once it's folded in position, that's the battle won.
I'll just go and get a packet of rolls. I'll leave it.
Just wet it out, just got to compact it. Well, it's now wetted out, so I'm just now going to consolidate it. Just keep pushing it down. Right, push the air bubbles out. See, look there, when I'm consolidating it, I'm pushing resin out, so that means there's plenty of resin there. Look at that, all done. If you have a look, that's consolidated down quite well. You can't see any air bubbles in it. There's going to be 1 or 2, but that's the angle. What make it look worse than what it is. So that's the 2 layers done for the front, and then 1 for the side. It's getting there. Well, that's all laid up. 2 layers all the way around. You see around there, around the bow, around the side. It's all 2 layers. That's gone alright, but it's so hot I can only put 1 layer on at a time because that's just going off so quickly, even using 1% catalyst.